I have never played a Zelda game before, not once. Growing up, I played a lot of Nintendo games, mainly Mario and Pokemon games, but for some reason, I never got into the Zelda series. The only experience I have with Zelda is seeing the characters in Smash Bros. As I got older, I got a PC, but I mainly played multiplayer games with my friends, things like Overwatch, Rainbow Six, or League of Legends. So I missed out on some of the best single-player games that have ever been made. For the last few years, I got addicted to the FromSoft games and played a ton of Dark Souls, Elden Ring, etc. And now I think it's time for me to go down the massive backlog of amazing games I need to play, starting with Zelda. This video is going to be edited in a slightly different style than my other videos, so if you like it, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and join me on my journey through my first Zelda game ever, the Ocarina of Time. The very first thing I did upon booting the game was notice the music. I knew the Zelda games had a great soundtrack, but I didn't realize just how many classics there were from this game. Oh, I know this song too. So to start things off, I had to put in a name. I didn't know you could put in a name. I thought I was just Link. I then got introduced to Link and immediately met Ganondorf. Surprise! Seeing crusty Ganondorf is a treat.
Hello.
Hi! I woke up as Link and then went out to meet the people of Kikori village. After speaking with the villagers, I found out that I need to get a sword. And this was my first problem. I wandered off to find a sword and immediately got jump scared by water. Oh, what? It doubles as a dodge and... Ah! Oh. Okay, water doesn't kill you. I then met this chud named Mito who was blocking my path, telling me I need a sword and shield again. Figuring out where to get a sword and shield would be the first problem I had to answer for the next 30 minutes. I ran all over the village looking, and I even threw a rock at Mito out of frustration. Oh, there's gems inside. Hey, my gems, bro. No, he's gatekeeping. Mito, move. After wandering for a little longer, I found the shop. It was here that I finally found the shield that I could buy for 40 rupees, but I still needed a sword. I figured the only logical place to look was the Lost Woods. And then I quickly found out why it's called the Lost Woods. How about we go straight? Oh, that's the exit. Straight this way. Okay, that's also the exit? What the hell? Wait, what? I wandered through the Lost Woods for another 20 or 30 minutes, and I actually found my way all the way through, just to realize there's no sword there. But I did find this weird dog. Turns out the sword was actually through this tiny hole, and after 45 minutes of searching, I got my first sword. I don't know how I would have found that sword if I was a young kid playing Zelda for the first time, but I guess that's why Nintendo had a hotline. With my sword and shield now equipped, I was able to go to the Deku tree and found out it was cursed. I had to go inside the Deku tree and break the curse myself. Inside the Deku tree. Oh, great wise Deku tree, I'm inside of you. After exploring for a minute, I found my first key item. The fairy slingshot. Do I need to shoot the web? Let's try this out. Oh, yes, big brain. I was able to destroy one web with the slingshot, but not this web in the middle. Then I tried dropping on it, and that didn't work either. Now, if you've ever seen my channel before, you'll know that I'm really bad at puzzles, so you'll have to bear with me when I do these dungeons. It took me a few minutes to figure out how to open this door, but when I did, I felt like a genius. Okay, hold on. What if I take a stick? And then... Oh! Oh my god, the IQ is so high. Truly a mastermind. Ow! So I learned how to use torches, but I still had to figure out how to get down this middle hole. And the only way I could think was to drop from even higher. Alright, moment of truth. Big leap! I think I missed. There we go. I ran through the rest of the dungeon, learning how to deflect shots, shot an eyeball, and opened a door, and then got stuck on another web until I finally found out that you just need to roll on it with a torch. Oh, now it works? What the? Okay. And then I finally made it to my first boss fight. This weird parasite named Gohma. Once I figured out I could hit it with Deku nuts, the fight was pretty easy, but I was surprised to see that there was more than 3 phases. And I also got a little annoyed when it kept shooting babies out at me like a gumball machine. There we go. I defeated Gohma, got a heart canister, got raptured away, and then the Deku tree died. No, Deku tree! No! He was so young. Hey, so funny story. The Deku tree's kind of dead, but it's not my fault. How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. With the Deku tree dungeon cleared, it was time for me to leave the forest and set out on my main journey, which immediately got interrupted by these weird helicopter plants. I still don't know what these things are or why they're here, but let me know in the comments. I got to the Hyrule castle, but I had to sneak in to go meet the princess. The first time I tried to sneak in, I found out very quickly that the guards are not chill. And then I met Malin, who told me that her deadbeat dad was sleeping inside the castle, so I had to go find him. My route into the castle was secured, except I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to wake up her dad. Are you the father? Hey, you better wake up or I'm gonna steal your milk. Mr. Milkman. Wake up immediately. Get out the way. After trying literally everything in my inventory, it turns out I had to go back to Malin and get an egg. Wake up, father man. Chicken. What in tarnation? With Malin's father out of the way, I snuck through the castle until I met Princess Zelda. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? I just walked in here. That face. Princess Zelda told me that Ganondorf was evil, big surprise, and that I needed to go around the map to collect the 3 spiritual stones. The first one at Death Mountain. We gotta go to the evil-ass volcano over there. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. Yeah, it looks like a death mountain. On my way to Death Mountain, I got to Kikori village, and I ran around exploring for a while. Chicken! I got him! Dark, narrow, scary, well of 3 features. Yeah, I'm going in there. I can't go down into the well. It's too deep. House of Skuldula. You're telling me that the spiders own real estate. I then found this windmill and got really excited. I know this song. It's the most iconic one. Sir, you must teach me that melody. Look at this letter. Once I was done messing around in Kikori, I showed the guard my letter, got passage to Death Mountain, and then headed back to buy the shield that he told me about. Then I could finally go up Death Mountain. Is that a fish? So the spirit of a ghost costs $30, but the fish costs $200. That must be a fancy fish. Is this the mask shop? Oh, is that Pikachu? That's not Pikachu. You sell the loan masks on your own. You pay back the money for the mask and we will lend you a newer model. That's a money laundering scheme. I started heading up Death Mountain, fought some weird crab spider things, and then met a Goron who told me I had to go into Dodongo's Cavern. Dodongo. In the Goron city, I learned that the Gorons only wanted to eat the A5 Wagyu beef rocks from the Dodongo Cavern, so I had to go in there and clear it out. I also met Darunia, who said he was angry and I needed to find a song to cheer him up, as well as light the torches in the city to make it more lively. When all the torches on this floor are lit, Goron City is really lively. Nice. Why am I spinning? Why am I spinning? What is he doing? I hear the song. Oh. It was at this moment that I realized there's layers to this shit, and the whole map started to connect. It felt really similar to Dark Souls 1 for me. So I went back to the Lost Forest, defeated the backflipping dog, and then learned Soraya's song. With her song learned, I went back to Darunia, played it for him, and then he started busting it down freaky style. Turn that frown upside down. Oh, hey, oh, hey. He loves it. He loves it. What a hot beat. Whoa. It's just crazy. It's like a fever dream. He gave me the Goron bracelet, and then it was time for me to go into the Dodongo's Cavern. It looks like there are many lava pits around here, so watch your step. Navi, that was incredible. Thank you for telling me. This is where I encountered these eyeball statues, and unfortunately, had my first death. Oh my god. No! My first death. After dying, I found out that bombs can be used to kill these guys, and the dungeon became much easier. Or at least a little bit easier. What are you? Angry little lizard. Oh, they explode. Health. We're chilling again. Who would have thought that the random little green geckos explode? I learned how to push some statues, solved a few more puzzles, and then got to my first mini-boss. I'm good. This is just a Souls battle. I got this. No, you're not getting away. Come here. Come here. Hey, quit bouncing around. He bounces over, goes for a swing. I get a swing. He bounces over. Boom. One down. I took down the Crocodile Brothers. I ran through the rest of the dungeon and got the bomb bag. But if the last puzzle was bad, then this one was even worse. Giant dead Dodongo. When it sees red, a new way to go will be open. Look, there's red. Do you like it? Am I supposed to hop onto that? Okay, I'll go down. What? No! Yeah, I really thought for at least 10 minutes that the red that the Dodongo was supposed to see was just the lava. And then it finally clicked for me. But how do I make it see red? That's red. You see? What am I supposed to do? Just throw a bomb at it? Can't imagine that would work. Oh my god, that's how you do it. What? What? Game got some weird mechanics, man. So yeah, I finally got the dungeon opened up and made it to the boss room, where I fought the King Dodongo. But if I learned anything about throwing the bombs, I forgot it immediately against this boss. Yeah. I think that did damage. Whoa, that fire almost hit me. I got hit by my own bomb. I have no idea if I'm doing damage or not. I think so. What? There's no way. There's no way. I spent most of my second attempt just throwing more bombs at the King Dodongo, thinking that they were doing damage. But it wasn't until about 10 or 15 minutes into the fight that I finally realized what you have to actually do. Oh, and I was doing all of this live without reading my chat to avoid spoilers, so I just know they were fuming at this part. Oh. Oh, do I have to make him eat the bombs? Like throw them into his mouth? Eat it! Yum! Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Not one of my bombs landed in his mouth the whole time, so I just kept throwing them at him, thinking they were doing damage. I don't know why. It never connected. After a much longer fight than it needed to be, I defeated King Dodongo, got another heart canister, and with that, I got the Gorons Ruby. It was then time for me to head to the top of Death Mountain. Little did I know, Death Mountain doesn't want you to go to the top of Death Mountain. Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh my god. Wait, how do you dodge these? Hey! Hey! So I made it to the top of the mountain and went to look for the fairy that Navi told me to find. But at the top, in the crater I found, it was too hot for me to go inside. And this started a whole side quest of me trying to figure out how to get into the Death Mountain crater. If you guys watching have ever played this game before, you'll probably realize why that's stupid. I even found the fairy fountain that I needed to go to, but I forgot to play my ocarina. So I left Death Mountain. Or at least I tried to. Why? I went all over the map trying to figure out what to do next. I played an archery mini game, I went to Lon Lon Ranch and met Epona. I also made another mistake here by not talking to Melon all the way again, but more on that later. And then I went back to Goron City and found a shop that sold a fire tunic. This is important because it's 200 rupees and I could only hold 99, meaning my side quest now turned to having to figure out how to get 200 rupees. I ran around the map for probably about an hour until I eventually looked it up and found out the only way to get 200 rupees is to get the adult wallet by catching golden skulltulas. So I then ran around for another hour trying to find 3 more to get 10 in total. I went to Zora's River, I went to Gerudo Valley, I even went all the way to Lake Hylia. And I was getting frustrated trying to find these spiders, so I took a little break to go fishing. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again, I love fishing in video games, so here's a sick fishing montage.
No more heroes, it's hero the king who can't tell nobody but yourselves, nothing less to do. No more heroes, no time to stand still if you're gonna be number one.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
It's a lot harder to make Zelda fishing look cool than I thought it would be. So anyways, I found my 10 golden skulltulas and I got my adult wallet. And at long last, I could finally buy my Goron tunic. What? Do I or do I not have 200 rupees? What do you mean I can't get this now? So I scammed myself. But thankfully, I figured out I needed to play the song at the fairy fountain. Maybe all of this struggle could have been avoided if I just played a song. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's gonna... I could have saved an hour of time. Hey, yo. I learned a valuable lesson here. When in doubt, whip it out. And by whip it out, I'm referring to the ocarina. Next, it was time for me to go to Zora's domain, where I met the fish people. There I met the king who told me that his daughter was missing, and then I played a diving minigame and got a diving scale so I could go deeper. And it was here that I had to wonder again how this is a kid's game. Because I had to do a diving minigame, get a scale, dive deep underground to go to Lake Hylia, find a random message in a bottle, open it, come back, speak to the king, and only then did he move for me to progress. A little faster. Come on. Scoot over. You can do it, buddy. What? This cutscene is insane. Dude is living his best chungus life. So then I made it to Lord Jabu-Jabu, and I had to figure out how to disturb him, which didn't work. I tried everything. It took forever until eventually I once again gave up, looked it up, and found out that I needed a fish. No, my fish! The inside of Jabu-Jabu's belly was probably, in my opinion, the worst dungeon of the game. I did not like it. I found the princess and then got stuck wandering around for a while until I eventually found the room that had the boomerang in it. With the boomerang, I was able to destroy the parasitic tentacles on the ceilings and progress through the rest of the dungeon, where the princess got kidnapped by an octopus. I got really lost at this part too, because after beating the octopus, I thought that was the final boss. I was wrong. There was another final boss. And getting there, I got stuck on a web with my boomerang, which almost made me quit the game. Are there torches in here? Up some more. Like, what the hell? It's like, sure, I can target it, but there's a web in my face. Get out of the way. At this point, I made it to the final boss, and I was ready to be done with Jabu-Jabu's belly. Thankfully, the final boss wasn't too bad. It was just throw boomerangs at it and then hit it with the sword while it was stunned. And with that, the third dungeon was finished. A heart container! Oh. Joyous day. I escaped Jabu-Jabu's belly, got the third spiritual stone, and, as a bonus, got a fish wife. And that was the end of my second day. I now have trauma. I will never be doing Jabu-Jabu's stomach again. To start off day 3, I went back to Hyrule Castle, only to find Zelda running away from Ganondorf. Ganon's on his bullshit again. You gonna hit me with a spirit bomb? I then jumped into a river to get the Ocarina of Time and went on a little shopping trip. Maybe I'll buy the fairy spirit. Seems important. I have a bottle. This tiny fairy is a reliable partner who will revive you the moment you run out of life energy. You can ask for its help anytime. I already got a helpful fairy. What's this fairy have to say? Maybe it's smarter than Navi. Oh. Bro, no, wait, my fairy. God damn it. I thought it was like ask it for help, for advice, not whatever. Give me the bottle bug. After exploring around town for a while longer, I realized that I could go into the temple over here, which took me way longer to figure out than it should have. Inside the temple, I put down the 3 spiritual stones, opened the door, and then was greeted by the Master Sword. The game then gave me a big lore drop, telling me that Ganon was waiting for me this whole time, and I found out that I was older now. Oh, I'm older now. Glow up. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. Damn, they put me in a 7-year coma because I was a kid? Now, here's the real question. Was the bug that I just bought and put in a bottle also in a coma for 7 years? Is my bug safe? Is he okay? I then met Sheik, who I also recognized from Smash Bros, who told me to go find 5 temples hidden across the land. Upon walking back out of the temple, I realized just how bad things were. Oh, it's on my head! Get him off! Dude, the residents have become evil. I gotta go. I then headed back to Kikori village because Sheik told me to, and went into the graveyard. In the graveyard, I got stuck for a while trying to push all of the tombstones, but just like doors in real life, some of them have to be pulled. I always forget that you can pull things backwards. You don't have to push them only, you can also pull them. Of course. Of course. Upon entering the graveyard, I met Dampe, the gravekeeper, and raced him. Oh no. I will chase you to the ends of the earth. No! I'm on his butt, and he's not getting away. Come on. Oh, that's cheating. That's actually cheating. Did I win? The time of this race was 58. Young man, you were very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shot. Yay! After getting the hook shot, I headed back to Kokiriko Village, which was overrun by monsters. Then I met Chutto again and headed over to the Forest Temple, which was a process. From here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you can sneak up on some enemies. I'll be good, Navi, thank you. Oh, it's an ambush! Bro, what? He's gatekeeping. Hey, move. Turn around. There we go. Ah! Getting around the Minotaurs was a bit of a pain, but luckily the boss wasn't too hard, and I just ran right past him. Just gotta walk around him. I hook-shotted my way into the Forest Temple, and then I was greeted by 4 ghost spirits that I had to go around and find. This temple wasn't too bad at the start, just killing some monsters and getting keys, but it was confusing for me to figure out that I needed to get the bow in the temple. I originally thought I needed the bow to progress the temple. Oh, and I get the bow. So it's not that I needed a bow to unlock it. I needed to unlock it to get a bow. It's the opposite. So now with this bow, I think I can start shooting some eyeballs. I also got kidnapped by monsters a few times. What the? It spit me back out at the start? That's so cruel. Once I had the bow, the rest of the temple was pretty easy. I went around shooting the paintings of ghosts and doing their puzzles until I got to the final ghost in the center. It took me a while to figure out the gimmick of this fight. I was kind of just getting lucky and destroying the right ghost every time, until eventually I caught on that the correct one spins. Oh, there we go. It did some damage. Can I just shoot him? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's the real one. Because you spin. There we go. And with that, I made it to the final boss of the temple. Shadow Ganondorf. Oh, that's the boss, huh? Not good. What the hell are you doing here, Ganondorf? Oh, it's not actually Ganondorf. Phantom Ganon. He is riding through the painting. Okay, I stopped him. Ow. Don't know which one's real. That one. I don't understand. Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do? That was the real one. Great. I'm gonna run out of arrows before this fight's over. How do you know? There's 2. I actually still don't know how to figure out which Ganon in these paintings is real. I never did look it up. I just kinda got lucky. Come on, Shadow Ganon. Take some damage for me. I'm hitting his foot. It's not doing any damage. How am I supposed to damage you? Arrows don't work. Sword doesn't work. Answers magic attack with an attack of your own. Am I supposed to parry it? Return to sender? Oh my... It's like Minecraft. We're playing Pong. Okay. But he wins every time. There we go. You're done now. Navi snitched on your secret. So after a few rounds of playing Pong with Ganondorf, I defeated his phantom and completed the Forest Temple. Then I found out that Soraya was going to become a sage, and a baby Deku tree sprouted. Break the curses on all of the temples and return peace to Hyrule. I'll do it for you, baby Deku. With the Forest Temple completed, the forest returned to normal, and it was off to my next location. Mr. Ganondorf can suck my nuts. I'm going... I don't know which temples I can do next. I remember the game told me, and then I forgot. I decided to head back to Goron City and buy the fire tunic next. Then I met this little guy. Hear my name and tremble. I am Spoob, hero of the Gorons. No, I'm Spoob. Turns out Darunia liked me so much that he named his kid after me. Please help. I'll give you this heat-resistant tunic. Hey, okay. So yeah, Spoob gave me the tunic for free. And then I was off to the fire temple. Well, this looks like an entrance to a fire temple if I've ever seen one. Let's go. Inside the fire temple, I met my boy Darunia again, who told me that I needed to go find the legendary hammer. I went around exploring and found some Gorons that were trapped in jail, and found some keys inside of their cells. You telling me that's not an illusory door? You're telling me this isn't Dark Souls? There we go. Oh. Nice, I found another Goron. Deeper inside the temple, I found this room with a lava geyser, but I couldn't ride it. Ride the lava geyser. I was skeptical about the lava geyser from the start, and I found this little secret room with flying slabs. Whoa, the slabs are aggressive. What? That's like Orgolorg. What is that thing? Oh, I'm getting sucked on. Hey. Oh, hell no. What? Okay, thank God. Okay. Okay. I almost had a little heart attack there. Eventually, I found out that I could climb the walls in here, because of course you can. It's a chain fence. This game has a special ability to make me just feel so dumb sometimes. Take me away! With that discovery, I could finally go to the next floor. Oh no! Oh man. This floor was full of traps. Boulders, flame walls, mimic doors, the whole shebang. But after I got through all the traps, I made it to this little mini-boss. Ooh. Oh! It's one of the dancing enemies that arrows don't work on. Got him. No, come back here, you little jit. Come here. Hey! I don't know if there's an easier way to kill these guys, but I just spent a few minutes chasing him around until I eventually defeated him. After defeating the mini-boss, I made it to the back room of the dungeon that had the bonker. Okay, we found a bonk stick. Come here, you little roly ball. Get hammered. Oh. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Yeah, I don't think it works on the balls. It's worth the test. Oh my god, it's chasing me. Wait, wait, wait. Eh. And with the hammer, I was able to go and fight the final boss, the lava dragon Volvagia. And you know, with how much they hyped it up, I thought it was going to be a little bigger. I don't think this guy is eating all the Gorons. Are you playing whack-a-mole? Just whack-a-mole, man. Oh, with extra steps. And after playing an intense game of whack-a-mole, I was able to defeat Volvagia. But it actually was harder than I thought it would be. I got down to 1 HP because I kept getting hit trying to walk up and hit him with the hammer. Banished that dude. Back to the Shadow Realm. Never mind. Oh, okay, I did. I thought he was about to go phase 2. With the dragon defeated, the fire temple was complete. And all I had to do now was leave. Alright, I gotta stand here. I need to play my ocarina. Oh. Okay. That was actually worthless. Turns out the Bolero fire is to get to the temple, not leave the temple. An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's river. Do you feel it? Ah, jeez. No, I don't feel it. I'm in a volcano. Next, I headed to Zora's domain, which was frozen into an Arctic wasteland. And I gotta say, I love ice levels in Nintendo. The ice music, the snow music, it always hits so good. Anyways, here I found the king frozen in an ice crystal, and I had to thaw him out. I discovered this blue fire that could be used to melt the crystals, but I had to sacrifice my fish to put it in a bottle. Oh, my fish is gone! He died! He died! Oh, my poor fish. I never even got to know his name. With the sacrifice of Flopper, I was able to melt the king out of his crystal and got a tunic that lets me breathe underwater. Whoa, this room's cool. Oh. One tapped. Hey, alright, whatever works. After one-tapping that dog, I got the iron boots that let me walk on the bottom of the water. Sheik then showed up again and taught me the Serenade of Water. No, that one kind of sucks. Not the best song in the game. Wait. They might be cooking. With my new boots and tunic, I headed to Lake Hylia to go to the water temple. Is that a shark? What? What's he doing in there? Jump scare. Not the great white shark PNG. Oh, goodness. This is going to be a fun one, isn't it? At the water temple, I met my fish wife again, and then got jumped by a bunch of sea urchins. Hey, what the fuck? That's messed up. That's a lot of enemies. Oh, God. Well, fellas, I'll just be swimming on up past you now. Don't mind me. There's nothing up there. Ow! I cut a lot of the water temple out because it was kind of boring to watch, but the puzzles in here were some of the hardest I did so far. This is cool. I like this. Who are you? Oh! Is it Evil Link? Dude, he's jumping on my sword. This guy's crazy. How do you like bombs? He didn't give a shit. He's cheating! No way. This guy's way tougher than Mimic Tier. Now, Shadow Link took me a couple of tries. For most of you, it was probably an easy boss. But, since I was playing this game at a higher FPS, he was actually unhittable. It wasn't until a few attempts that I realized that turning down the FPS was the key to beating this fight. And he parries my sword. I'm going to die. He actually doesn't get hit. What do I do about this? I got a hit in. Seems that we've come to a standstill. On guard! We got a hit in. What do I do? I can't win. Actually stupid. I don't see the hammer doing much for me at the moment. Nothing works. Nothing works. If I were to turn this back down to what, 30? Then the hammer works. Okay, so it's actually a frame rate thing. Interesting. Dude was playing out of his absolute mind because of the frame rate. That was way easier. Jeez. Accidentally turned Dark Link into an unkillable blocking machine. And with Dark Link defeated, I got the extended hookshot. Now I would be able to progress through the rest of the water temple. I missed. A great start. Nice, got the key. Now I can open this door. No, stop jumping. He's dodging me. I need another key? No. No, this can't be. Yep, it turned out I needed another key to finish the temple, so I had to go all the way back to one of the starting rooms and find this area. The boss chest. Man, they really hid this thing. What is that? Oh, it's a slime. The giant aquatic amoeba. Against the amoeba, I tried to first use my sword and then got flung. Then I tried to use my bow and that didn't work either. Eventually I found out that I just have to use the hookshot on it. And then the rest of the fight was easy. There we go. What? There we go. I hit it again. All done. Yuck, bro. Yuck. I defeated the amoeba and the water temple was officially completed. At this point, I wanted to get my horse, and I knew I could get one because I saw it on the title screen, so I headed over to Lon Lon Ranch. Alright, I'm gonna steal your horse now. Stop running! Get back here! You're supposed to be my horse! Oh, brother. Remember earlier when I said I should have talked to Malin more? This is why. Okay, alright, I see what's happening here. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It says I can use the ocarina in here. Epona, you like the royal song of Zelda? Just like every other interaction in this game? It didn't work! Surely you heard it this time. No, come back. What the fuck? Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. So I gave up on getting my horse and headed back over to Kikori village, where I found Sheik fighting shadow demons. Whoa! Sheik then taught me my next song, the Nocturne of Shadow, which I could use to get into the graveyard. But there was a small problem. I didn't know how to light the torches there. So for the moment, I gave up on that as well, and headed over to Gerudo Valley, where I promptly got thrown in jail. I figured since I was already in the fortress, I might as well explore it. It knocks him out. I found some carpenters in jail and decided to free them. But then I got thrown back in jail myself because I wasn't sure how to fight this person. Oh! Oh! What? But then I came up with a new strategy to defeat them every time. I call it bow spam. So I went around the fortress freeing the rest of the carpenters until I had freed them all. And then I got a reward for it. Helpful there. Bye. Bye. I've seen your fine work. To get past the guards here, you must have good thieving skills. Take this. With it, you will have free access to all areas of the fortress. Oh, nice. So with the fortress done, I headed back to Kikori to try and figure out how to get into the Shadow Temple. And after banging my head against this wall for a minute, I learned something vital. You can become a child again in this game. I didn't know that. For a long time. Oh, I'm a child again. No! Not strong enough to use a bow or a hammer. Figuring out I could become a kid again and go back in time changed everything. Now I could go back and progress. For the Eye of Truth, that's what they are saying. There's no eyeball in here. Oh! Woo! Once I figured out that there were hidden walls in this dungeon, I went over and drained the water. Then I was able to get to the boss fight. What? I'm getting sucked on! He only comes out when I get grabbed, huh? Because he wants to get me. Let go! I gotta... No, 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 no! No, he's gonna get me! There we go. After defeating the boss, I was able to get my reward. The Lens of Truth. There's a door. That's the door I entered from. Dumbass. I'm sitting over here thinking that this door is all secret and the Lens of Truth has revealed it to me. Now that I was a child again, I headed back over to Lon Lon Ranch and finally learned Epona's song from Malin. With the song learned, I was finally able to tame Epona. Of course, Ingo was a scumbag and didn't want me to keep Epona, so I raced him and absolutely destroyed him. Finish! Oh, okay. I thought there was another lap. If the Great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation, hey you, how about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Round 2. So I got to keep my horse, and I only had 2 temples left to do. And that's how I finished my 5th day. Alright, I know what I have to do. I need to go back to the Temple of Time. And I need to become a child again. I need to go back to the suspicious boulder, and I need to bomb it. He's got a bomb! Look out! This tiny boulder in a corner is very important. And if you don't know why it's very important, it's because this fairy fountain here gives you Din's Fire, which lets me enter the Shadow Temple. You got Din's Fire. You can use Din's Fire not only to attack, but also to burn things. Oh, sick! It actually hit every single one. Clean. So I started off the Shadow Temple by rotating some doors and getting it opened. Then I saw this message. Only one who has sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. I mean, my feet are pretty sacred.
What do you mean by that?
It actually meant I needed to fight another boss and get some boots. My reward? Oh, hover boots. Whee! Oh, I almost fell. With my new hover boots, I was able to progress through the rest of the Shadow Temple, hopped on a ship, fought some skeletons, found the boss key, and then made it to the boss. Bong. That's not Donkey Kong. Bongo Bongo! Look at it with the eye of truth. Oh no. He's shaking me up. Once I found out the gimmick of just shooting Bongo Bongo's hands and then hitting him in the eyeball, the fight was pretty self-explanatory. Damage phase. Okay, that's not too bad. Huge damage. Got him. Boom, 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 boom. No more Bongo Cat. I defeated Bongo Bongo, and then I only had 1 temple left to do. Well, I've got 3 tunics, and I've got 3 boots. There's gotta be another sword then. And shield. Maybe not. Maybe it's just Master Sword. At this point, I went back to Gerudo Valley and headed into the Haunted Wasteland, where I followed a ghost until I found the hidden last temple. This is where the real Gerudo Valley starts. Spirit Temple. Ow. If you want to proceed to the past, you should return here with the pure heart of a child. Ah, shit. So after all that hard work crossing the desert, I had to come back as a child. But it wasn't all for nothing, because I did get a fast travel point. Boom, 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 boom. I came back as a kid and talked to Impa, who told me that I needed to go find the silver gauntlets inside. So I went in, solved some puzzle rooms, and then reached this guy. Dude doesn't know how to counteract turtle mode. Oh, maybe he does. He's gotten a little more aggressive. Shit! Alright, boss man, let's try this again. Oh! Yeah. That's how you beat that boss. After getting humbled by the armored warrior, I came outside and found my silver gauntlets. There we go. And then I witnessed a kidnapping. I then came back as an adult and unlocked the mirror shield, which lets me reflect the light and finish the rest of the temple. With that, I was able to progress all the way to the last boss. Oh, shine it on the face. Ah. Oh. Ah, okay. Sure. Just the same, just kind of guy. Yeah. Oh, he hit me once. Yikers. Goodbye, minion. Oh, this can't be. Naboru was inside. And we should brainwash her again. Uh-oh. That's it, huh? I saved her just for her to instantly get kidnapped again. But of course, that wasn't the actual boss fight. I had to fight the twins next. Twin Rova. Navi, what do I do? Quickly, tell me. Vulnerable to low temperature? Say less, I got ice arrows. Doesn't work. Alright. Fireball! So it took me a minute to figure out what to do, but I realized I needed to reflect their attacks with the mirror shield. There. 2 hits on fire, 1 hit on ice, 3 hits on fire. Okay, they're going phase 2. Double dynamite attack. Uh-oh. What? Okay. So it seemed like it was charging up with fire. Probably have to get hit by like 3 fires and just dodge the ice, because the ice will cool off the fire that's charging on the shield. That's my theory anyways. You can charge up either one. It just has to be the same one consistently. Which one is that? Ice again? Okay. Good. Get beamed on! One more ice beam, please. Thank you. There we go. How does it feel to get defeated? What a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right? What? What is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too. I think they died. This sound effect is crazy. And with that, the last temple was done, and I could finally head back to Hyrule Castle. On my way back, I met Sheik again, who revealed that she was actually Princess Zelda the whole time. I kinda had a feeling, but I was never 100% sure because I never bothered to look it up. Princess Zelda gave me some light arrows, and then almost immediately after, Ganondorf came back and took her away. All that was left for me to do now was head into the big-ass evil castle and defeat Ganondorf once and for all. We have to save Princess Zelda from her imprisonment in Ganon's castle. Navi, you might be the stupidest fairy I've ever met. Inside Ganon's castle, I had to do a bunch of trial rooms to break the seals, and they were a little messy for me. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Hey, 1 heart in a chest. Perhaps there's one over here too. Oh no, that's a trap chest. And it took me down to 1/4 of a heart. I ran the puzzles in each of the room until I got to the shadow door. And then I got stuck because there's a torch I needed to light, but I couldn't. So I had to leave Ganon's castle and get another item. There's a torch over there to light on fire, but I can't walk over there. I think I need a way to light up that torch from range. I mean, there's light arrows and ice arrows, so I suppose it's possible that there could be fire arrows as well. I headed back over to Lake Hylia and unlocked the fire arrows by shooting the sun, which I actually tried to do earlier in the playthrough, but I don't think it was sunrise when I tried it before, so I never unlocked the arrows. Alright, so I just shoot this with fire. I miss. There we go. Oh, there's blocks now. Would you look at that? No guzzling me up today, sir. This is an anti-guzzling stream. Nobody here gets guzzled or guzzles. Thank you very much. Oh, my arrow! Are we serious right now? Oh! Golden gauntlets. I got nice gold-plated gauntlets dripped out on my hands now. Link got some ice on his wrist. Oh my. I didn't expect him to pick the whole thing up. Damn! Well, now I gotta see. There's one out here. What's behind this big stone? A door? I'm glad I remembered this door out here because this fairy gave me a buff that made all damage I take be reduced by half, which is kind of insane. I went back and completed the rest of the rooms, and then the seal to get to Ganondorf was finally broken. Okay. Let's do this thing. No way I lose to this dude. He was going kind of hard on that orchestra, though. Oh, he's floating. Damn. What the hell? Nice try, idiot. Not sure what to do about this. Oh, wait. Is this the slap it back to him? Yeah, we have to play Pong. Ganondorf, you don't understand how much air hockey on Wii played. You don't stand a chance, man. Ah, shit, too early. Am I supposed to be shooting him when he's... Oh, yeah. There we go. Shit. Interrupt. Did I win? Nah, he still looks too evil. Great evil King Ganondorf beaten by this kid. Spoob. Phase 2. Never mind. So I defeated Ganondorf and then the tower started collapsing. We gotta go! Ow! How is there rocks falling from above? We're not even inside the tower. I ran back through Hyrule Castle with Princess Zelda, and then we got back down to the bottom floor. Not the castle. That's Hyrule. Where were you on the day when Hyrule Castle collapsed? Everyone remembers where they were. Eating a bucket of chicken nuggets. Gooning. You were gooning when Hyrule Castle collapsed? What is that sound? What sound? What? There's no sound. Is there a sound? Fire. No way. Oh my god, there's a phase 2! Oh, he's in his big form where he ults in Smash Bros. And runs across the entire screen. Oh god. Navi, what do I do? I really have no idea what his weak point is. God damn it, Nami. I'm gonna sneak around and hammer his tail. Whack it. Whack that thing. Use the Master Sword. Destroy Ganon with the Sacred Sword. Okay. There we go. Get out of here, piggy boy. Yeah, beam him. Oh. Did we get him? Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. Curse you, Spoob. And with that, my playthrough of Ocarina of Time came to a close. I'm really glad I played through this game blind because it gave me an authentic experience that I don't think I would have gotten if I had my chat guiding me the whole time. And for my first Zelda game, it was pretty amazing. So I hope you guys sincerely enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing Majora's Mask next, and if there's other games you'd like me to play, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.